Hi, my name is Miss Sasha, and I'm a teaching artist in the PACE Arts program. We integrate arts with classroom curriculum. I'll be working with you all year through these videos. We're going to explore lots of different subjects through the year. You'll recognize some of the things you're learning with your teacher, but we'll be learning about them with visual art or creative movement. You might be watching this today in your classroom, or maybe you're watching from home. We're coming to you today thanks to the Acadiana Center for the Arts and the Lafayette Parish School System. You can find these videos anytime through the Lafayette Parish School System website or the Acadiana Center for the Arts YouTube channel. My name is Miss Sasha. I'm a visual artist. A visual artist is someone involved in the arts of painting, drawing, sculpting, and photography, and much more. Visual means using your vision and your eyes, seeing. You use your eyes to look at art, which is visual art. We use lines, shapes, and colors to make art. Today we're going to talk all about lines. We're going to draw a picture using the lines we talk about, and it's going to be a beautiful sun. The supplies we need today are going to be 2 pieces of white paper and an assortment of crayons, including black. Now that you've gathered all your supplies, it's time to get started learning all about lines. Go ahead and grab your black crayon and 1 piece of paper. Mine's really big, but we're going to learn how to draw some lines. We're going to practice them, and then we're going to take our lines and put them onto a picture. So don't draw the picture. We're going to be drawing the lines. Okay, the first line we're going to talk about is a zigzag line. A zigzag line is a line that has points on the top and points on the bottom. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to draw one first. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You see how I went across the page? It's your turn to try. Go ahead. If you need to say up, down, up, down, up, down to make it work, then go right ahead. Another way to draw a zigzag line might be to do little ones and then tall ones. Up, down, 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 up, down. So you can do them differently. Go all the way across your page. If you don't have points on the top or the bottom, it's okay. We're just practicing. All right. Are you ready to practice another line? Get your black crayon. All right. Let's do a wavy line. A wavy line might be a line that you see in the ocean. The waves go up and down, but not like a zigzag line. A wavy line doesn't have any points on the top or any points on the bottom. Okay, watch me. Wavy. You see how there's no points on the top and there's no points on the bottom. This one's sometimes hard, but do your best. And remember, you can do little wavies and big wavies and long wavies. Go ahead and practice. If you need to draw it in the sky with your finger, you can do that too. Sometimes that helps. Wavy is my favorite line. You got it? Can you look around your classroom and maybe look for a wavy line? Maybe around your house and see if there's a wavy line. Maybe on the edge of the bulletin board. Maybe on the edge of the counter. Could be anywhere. All right, are you ready to move on to line number 3? Okay, let's do it. Let's do a curved line. This is a curved line on this sunshine right here. This is actually a curved line up here. So a curved line has a point on either the top or the bottom, but not on both. So it's kind of like when a frog jumps. It goes boing, boing, boing. It has a curve and then it stops. A curve and then it stops. So watch it go. Bump, 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 curve, curve, curve. You might hear your teacher talking about this line, and sometimes they're called a different line, but we're going to call it a curved line for now. You can do little curves and big curves, right? Little curves and big curves. Sometimes we'll do a curvy line. If it goes all the way around, it'll make a cloud, or if you put a circle in the middle, it could make a flower. So go ahead and practice your curved lines. You can also look around the classroom and see if there's any curved lines in your classroom or in your house. Maybe you can find one on the edge of a cabinet or a trunk, or a pattern in your bedspread, or a pattern in the rug on the floor at school. They could be anywhere. Okay, I turned my piece of paper over, so you can take the paper that you have now and turn it over, and we're going to practice 3 more lines on the other side. This is just our practice paper. This isn't our sunshine. All right, the 4th line we're going to talk about is going to be let's do a dotted line. Can you look around your classroom and see if you see any dotted lines? Do you know what a dotted line is? A dotted line can be a row of circles like this. See, there's a little space between each circle, or a dotted line can be spots or dots in a row. Just like that. It could be little circles and big circles, little circles and big circles. It could be whatever dotted line you want it to be, as long as it's circles or dots in a row. That's a dotted line. All right, go ahead and practice that for a minute. You're going to get really good at doing circles. If you continue to practice, your circles are going to get really, really round. Some people might even put circles inside of circles, and it's still a dotted line. There's all kinds of ways to do any of these lines. Okay. All right, let's move on to dashed lines. Does anybody know what a dashed line looks like? Can you think about what a dash line? When I think of a dash line, the one that I see the most often is when I'm riding in the car, and in the middle of the road there's little tiny lines that tell us which side of the road for our parents to drive on. So dash lines are little tiny straight lines that have a space in the middle. Dash, space, dash, space, dash, space, all the way across the paper. You could do little tiny ones. You can do a pattern of lines. But this is a dashed line. It's like dash, dash, dash. That's how I remember how to do it. Watch. Dash, 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 dash. But there's always a break in the middle. Dash, dash, dash. These are like little number ones laying on their side. And when you start to learn about your numbers, you're going to know exactly what that is. Sometimes these are also like when you're standing in line. You're standing in a little line, but there's a space between you because you're not touching each other. Go ahead and practice. Did you notice any dash lines around your classroom? How about around your house? I bet the next time you get in the car with your parents, you're going to tell them that that's a dashed line in the middle of the road. All right. And the last line we're going to talk about before we get going on our project is do you know which one it is? It's the easiest one to draw. I'll give you a second to think about it. Maybe you can turn to your neighbor and say the line you think it is. Okay, this one's easy. Watch. It's a straight line. It goes all the way across. In fact, this is a straight horizontal line. You're going to learn more about that later. It goes straight across the page from side to side. And your straight lines can go like this too. They can go up and down, which is vertical. Go ahead and practice a few straight lines. Those are real easy. Great, I'll let you practice your lines a little bit. You can do it on both sides of your pages. You can always add other lines in your practice pages if you'd like. The more you practice, the better you get at your lines. And we need lines for drawing. So once you learn those, then drawing is going to be a lot easier. now that we've practiced all of our lines, you can put your practice paper under the other one if you'd like, or just move it out of the way. We're going to start using the lines that we've been drawing to create a picture. And our picture is going to look kind of like a color book page. If you have a coloring book, you open it up. Is it already colored in? No, it's not, because you're going to fill in those spaces. And so we're going to have black lines for you to color your own sun in the way you want. Okay, so what color do you think the sun is? Well, if you said yellow, then your eyes are playing tricks on you, like an illusion, because the sun is really a pure white light. So we always tend to draw our suns with yellows and oranges and reds, which are warm colors. But a true sun is a big white ball. And if you said yellow, then your eyes are tricking you. Let's see. Sometimes you kiddos like to draw smiley faces on your suns. But do suns really have smiley faces? The answer is no. That is just you making your sun really smiley and happy. But our sun today is not going to have a smiley face, okay? Let's see. One more. This is some sunshine facts. The sun is really, really far away. We need our sun to keep us warm. If we didn't have the sun, then all the water on the earth would freeze and the earth would be a big ball of ice. And we could not live on this earth if we didn't have the sunshine. Also, a cool fact is that the sun is really a big star. And the sun is so big that 1 million Earths could fit inside of one sun. That's a really big sunshine. All right, let's get started. I want you to find the middle of your page. And look, my paper is tall, it is not wide. So check yourself and make sure your paper is tall in front of you. Okay? The first line we're going to draw is going to be our wavy line. And our wavy line is going to be in the middle of our page, and it's going to go all the way across. Watch. Wavy all the way across in the middle of my page. You see that? Perfect. Did you get it? Make sure you go from side to side. And it's okay if you make a mistake. This is just our first practice with lines, so it's going to be okay. You're going to get better. You ready for your second line? Awesome. Let's do our zigzag line. Remember, our zigzag line has a point at the top and a point at the bottom. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. We're going to go all the way across the paper to draw our zigzag line. We're going to go right. We're not going to go right underneath our wavy line. Give yourself a little space because we're going to draw some other lines. Are you ready? Here I go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, are you ready? I'll draw this one with you. Get your crayon ready on the edge of your page. Ready? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep going if you're not finished. It's looking good so far. It's okay if yours doesn't look exactly like mine. This is your sunshine picture. All right? The next line that we're going to draw is going to be our curve line. Remember, this is the line that looks like maybe a frog is jumping, right? It goes jump, 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 or maybe a rabbit is bouncing like boing, 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 and it's going to go all the way across the page just like the other ones did. Okay? So you ready? I'll do this one and then it'll be your turn. So wait your turn. Here we go. Boing, 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 boing. It goes off the page. Ready? I'll draw this one with you. Get your crayons ready at the edge of the page. You ready? We'll go boing, 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 boing. If you need more time, go all the way across. I'll give you some time to fix that in. All right? All right. We're going to use this down here. This picture is kind of like a sun that's rising or a sun that's setting. And so down here, this is kind of our water, just like this picture, right? or this one right here. So we're going to have water. And so at the bottom, in order to do our dotted lines, I thought we could do little rocks or pebbles that are our dotted line. So we're going to do little circles. Are you ready? I'll do mine first, and then it'll be your turn. Ready? This is our dotted line. Remember, dots go all the way across the bottom of the page. And this is our dotted line. If you want to color them in like spots, you can do that one. But later on, I'm going to give you the option to color it in with a different color. So you might just want to do circles. Go ahead and do your dotted line across the bottom of your picture. I'll give you a second to do that. All right, are you ready to continue working on our sunset or our sunrise? We're going to start now. Since we practiced our curved lines, you can see that the sun is just one big curved line, right? So you don't want to go all the way to the top because then you won't have room for your sun rays, right? Speaking of sun rays, do you know what a sun ray is? If you do, you can maybe tell it to your neighbor, turn to your neighbor and tell them what a sun ray is. If you don't, I'll tell you. Sun rays are beams of sunlight that radiate from the sun. Have you ever looked up at the sun or looked up at the sky or seen behind the clouds those big lines coming out from the sky, just like these? These are sun rays, right? They are they're big lines that come from the sun and that kind of goes from the center out, right? They can shine through the openings in clouds or between the mountains and buildings and through the forest trees. Let's see. See, this is a little sun rays right here. These are sun rays. See the big white sun? See? This is behind the clouds. This looks a lot like our picture, right? All right. Now, our sun can be a sunrise or a sunset. A sunrise is the time in the morning when the sun appears or full daylight arrives. So like in the morning when you're getting ready for school, there may be a sunrise. That's what's in the morning. And in the evening, you'll see a sunset. A sunset is the time in the evening when the sun disappears or daylight fades. So at night, sometimes someone will say, "Come outside, let's watch the sunset." It's when the sun is going down, right? And a sunrise is when the sun is going up. It's rising in the sky, right? That's when it gets daylight. It starts to get hot outside. You get ready for school. In the evenings, when you're eating dinner, the sun might be setting, right? So we're going to go ahead and do our sun. And yours can be a sunrise or a sunset. It doesn't matter. We're going to do a curved line. Watch. Curve from the wavy to the wavy. That's our sun. You got it? If yours is tiny, that's okay. Just try not to make it too big. We want to leave room for our other lines. Okay. We are going to use straight lines to start our sun rays. Let's do one at the top of our sun and go to the top of the page. It's a straight line. That's easy. You got this. We're going to do another one that goes to the corner. These are the corners of your page. The corners, it's around the corner. We're going to go from our sun to the corner. And we're going to go do the same thing on the other side. From the sun to the corner. Mine got a little curve, but that's okay. We're going to do the same thing. One little one, watch. Boop. And boop. Got it? Okay. And the last line we have to add to our picture is going to be our dashed lines, okay? Remember the dashed lines they look like little number ones, right? These are the lines that you see in the car when you're driving with your parents. We're going to put them in the middle of our sun rays. See, this one has orange sun rays and then yellow in the middle. This one has red and dots in the middle. So you can add to them. This one doesn't have any extra. It's all straight lines. So watch. Not on my sun, but in between my straight sun rays, I'm going to do dash. I can only fit 3. This one I might only be able to fit 1 or 2. This one has 1, 2, 3. Perfect. If you want to add a few more curved lines into your sun, you can do that. It'll look a little different from this picture, but that's okay. Watch. Curve, curve. It gives you more to color anyway in your color page. Now, doesn't this start to look like a color page? See? All right. Now, it's time. We're going to go ahead and get our other crayons. I'm going to get my yellow, red, and orange. I'm going to color my sun. I'm going to show you my picture here. Look. Okay. Now, do you think we should color our sun with the yellow, or do you think we should color with purple? I'm thinking we should use warm colors, right? Warm colors are used to represent things that make you feel warm, like a hot sun, maybe a campfire. You wouldn't use blues, greens, and purples to decorate your sunshine, would you? I wouldn't. But remember, this is your picture. If you want to choose to do it using your wild imagination, then you go right ahead. I'm going to do my sunshine using warm colors, which are reds, oranges, and yellows. Now, I'm not going to do mine the same. I might color this section with orange, and maybe this section with orange. You could even add in 2 colors in one area if you want. Remember, this is your picture. I just want your sun to look amazing and be either a sunrise or a sunset. Either way is fine with me. But remember, we're not coloring down here yet, okay? Maybe yellow here. Okay. How are you doing yours? Are you going to do yours in a pattern? You can. A pattern could be red, orange, red, orange, red, orange. You could do all yellow. If you want your sun to just be red, that's fine too. This red is a little bit on the fuchsia side. Let's see. How's that look? Is it looking awesome? Remember, look, these kids just used reds, oranges, and yellows up here. Look at this sunshine. Look at this one. It's hot. It's burning. It's using warm colors. I'll give you a second to color in your sunshine. What's some things you could do to protect your skin from that hot burning sun? Right? If you go to the beach or if you go out to the park, you might want to protect your skin from the sun. Can you think of some things that you do? Does your mom ever put sunscreen on you? That helps to protect you from the sun. What about like a towel or a beach cover up? That would help protect you from the sun. It'll keep you from getting your skin sunburned, right? What about drinking lots of water? Does that help you in the sun? Maybe to keep you hydrated, drinking lots of water. Or you could find some shade under a tree, right? Under a bridge, under an umbrella. Those are all things that could keep you safe from that hot sun. All right? We can go ahead. You can go ahead and finish coloring out your sun. If you're done, great. If you're not, remember this is a color book page. You can always go back to your picture and complete it later if you're not done in time. All right. This bottom part of our picture is going to be like our water or under the ocean, right? This could be like seaweed. This could be rocks or pebbles or stones, right? This could be a coral reef. This could be your water. I'm doing those in cool colors. Cool colors are colors that make you feel cool, right? Like spearmint gum or an ice cone or some cool water. Those things could make you feel really cool. So I use colors like blues, greens, and purples. But again, it's your picture. You can do it whatever color you want. I'm going to get my crayons. Let's see. Maybe I'll use this. Maybe this will be my seaweed this time with my green. under my zigzag lines, right? How's that? I bet you're doing a better job coloring than I am. You could do your seaweed here, up there. It doesn't matter. It could be tall seaweed. It could be at the beach. It could be in the surf. Let me see. Some people might have a dark blue. Let's see if this is dark blue. Nope, that's purple. I'll do purple then. Here's my purple. It's another cool color, right? Purple might be at the top of a mountain or at the very deep sea, right? At the very bottom of the sea, it's going to be darker anyway. So you might have that dark purple at the bottom. But you see how after I learned how to draw all these lines, I can make almost any kind of picture using these lines. And once we start talking about shapes and different colors, then you can draw anything in your imagination. Look at that. I'm going around my little pebbles, which is my dotted line, right? You could color your pebbles in rainbow colors if you'd like. You could color them in brown. You could color them really in any color. Maybe I'll do my pebbles with some red down here. This one was brown. I might mix it up a little bit, right? It's my dotted line. Do you think you could go home and show your parents how to do a dotted line? Or maybe one of your sister or somebody? They might not know what those are. You could tell them all about it, even your dash lines, right? I'm going to do my blue up here. This is my last of my cool colors in my lines. Look at that. How's yours coming out? All right. If you haven't finished coloring it, you can do it later, but I want to show you some other things you can add to it. You can even go back to your black crayon, and you could even add some more seaweed into your picture. Those are straight lines, right? Look. Little seaweed or coral, right? Under the ocean. Maybe I'll do a little grass, a little zigzag grass line down here, right? Could you draw a bird in the sky if you want? Sure, that's fine. Could you add some more pebbles in a dotted line across the bottom of your picture? Yep, you can. If you love zigzag lines, then you can add another one on top. Watch. Right? How about if you like your dash lines, you can come back and add some more into your sun. Look. How's that? You can always add more. Little tiny lines. What else would you add in your picture, in your ocean, or in your sun, in your sky, in your hot burning sun? You could add, I always like, you can even come back and add some zigzag lines around the edge of your sunshine if you wanted to make it look even bigger and brighter, right? Okay. I bet your picture looks awesome. Remember, you can color it more later if you'd like. And you can use your lines to draw tons of other pictures. I can't wait to see what you do. Thank you for joining me today. We learned so many things. We learned all about lines, 6 lines in fact. We learned about straight, wavy, zigzag, curved, dots, and dashed. As you go through your week, try to notice all the lines around you. Maybe you could add something new to your drawing or show somebody else how to make a drawing using all those lines. And you could try sharing a fun fact with somebody about lines or sunshines, sun rays, all of those cool things we learned. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you next time.